Community. We are at a Limp building down in Limp, St. Louis, as I like to call it. We're actually in an elevator shaft in the middle of what looks like Tyler Durden's house in Fight Club. And regardless, we're coming to you 2 months after we filmed the first performance that we had for Local Produce Section with the Glass Cavalry. So I want to introduce you to each one of them, starting with the lovely lady over here. Go ahead and introduce the people who you are, what you do in the band, and how you feel about being in an elevator shaft right here.
I'm Shannon Durrington. I play bass, and I'm here on purpose because in case this falls, I'm gonna bolt. So
very smart.
I'm Lindsay Raleigh. I'm the drummer, and I'm pretty content. This is a pretty good ride if it falls.
I am Katie Lindhorst. I play keys and I sing, and I've never died in this elevator yet.
Not yet. Not yet. Give it time. I'm Grant Barnum. I play guitar and sing, and I was born in an elevator shaft, so...
You were?
This isn't all that weird for me.
You were born in an elevator shaft?
No, that's a complete fabrication.
You guys were just, I noticed on Facebook, you were just making a video for a song called...
Black Disaster.
So yeah. Why make a video for the old record? Just because, or...?
Man, it's one of our favorites. So many people tend to love Black Disaster, and it's gonna be really goofy and really fun, and disastrous. So I think people will enjoy it, and it'll give them something to listen to that they already know the words to, and kind of get a new feel for.
And something that I got from you guys completely was that I wasn't prepared for. You guys, this is a majority girl band. I knew that you guys kind of both sang vocals.
Right.
And originally whenever I think girl band, I automatically go to bands like No Doubt. Who, and we'll get to you being a man, but who do you look upon for vocals when you were thinking about singing?
When I really started singing and started writing, I listened to Robert Plant. He was my main motivation to become a vocalist, and I think that's kind of what got me into that high-pitched, weird stuff, and, you know, and the hair.
That's what I was gonna say. If Robert Plant was like a chick right now in 2013, he would look just like you. I'm for real.
I'm a secret love child he doesn't know about.
I wish. God, that'd be so cool.
Right?
You had sat on material for like 4 years.
Yeah.
For this.
Yeah.
But you guys, I mean, does this band, when you guys get together, do you completely feed off of like your material that you've saved up?
No, not anymore.
Or is it, but it was that
Yeah.
at first? And so now it's kind of like, that was like the root, the tree trunk of the band was Grant's like material it held on to for like 4 years, like 07, right? Like since 2007, 2011, EP, there it comes up, then the LP comes out, and it's the same. And now you guys are kind of splitting off into branches. How do you generate material? How do you pull it together and get all four of you on board with it?
Well, that's what we've been doing kind of for the last year, really. Like you say that those songs that I sat on for a long time were sort of the core of it, and that was always like a starting point. Mm-hmm. We never thought that, we always thought that it would change as soon as we kind of got to a certain point. And, probably for like a year before the album really kind of came out, we started sort of steadily working in like new material. We had one new song that we were kind of working on when it actually came out, but since then it's been about Katie and I kind of writing together and them throwing in their flavors.
Yeah.
And it's been really interesting already having like a history and a core there, but then trying to do something different. It's sort of like starting over, but at the same time we have a chemistry already.
Right. Let's talk about how you guys even came to exist, because this was all ads, if I remember that correctly, right? This was like
This was the story where we were asked in a previous interview a long time ago, actually, there's, the 3 ways a band meets. It's either a girlfriend, a coffee shop, or Craigslist.
Yeah.
And we met through all 3 because really and truly, I worked with one of Grant's exes, and I found out that he played guitar, and I told Shannon about it. Shannon joined the band, and I had found Shannon through Craigslist.
Yep.
We worked in a coffee shop together, so...
It's all 3 of them.
It's all 3. It's the trifecta of nerdy band getting together. And then we kind of just scooped you up.
Just
We found a giant drummer magnet. Pointed outwards.
We found her in an elevator shaft.
Yeah, actually, we found her in this
elevator
This has
shaft.
come full
This is the
circle
land of the
now.
lost.
Yeah, exactly.
No, that's the thing. We the first album, all the songs that Grant was sitting on, those were the songs that we had when we were forming the band,
Right.
and now we finally have the band that we've
yeah.
been trying to build for a year, and we can write what we actually came here to write now. So
Shannon, what are your musical influences as a bassist?
as a bassist now, I'm a bassist. I started as a guitar player, and I like Clapton. My dad loved Clapton.
Yeah.
So that's where I started on guitar. But then I wrote my thesis on Rush when I graduated. So
Where'd you graduate from?
Mizzou.
Mizzou?
Yeah, I wrote my final thesis on Rush, so I got really into them for a while. Had to kind of put the album that I wrote the thesis on away for a bit because I had to listen to it too much.
Wait a minute. You wrote a thesis on Rush. What was your major?
English.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why? How did you tie Geddy Lee and Neil Peart into an English major?
We had to write about any other media adaptation of literature, and their album 2112 is based off of Ayn Rand's Anthem, a book.
Right on.
So
Look
Totally
at
had
you.
nothing to do with it.
yeah. So yeah, I
That's so
got really
cool.
into Rush at about the same time I was really getting to play bass with these guys. So
What was your grade on the thesis?
I got an A+ on
Oh
it.
my god! I'm so proud of you.
Thank
Even
you.
It's been like 100 years. Okay, what about you, drummer? Let's talk about it. Are you a Neil Peart fan on
I'm
drums?
not.
That, okay,
not.
I'm glad you say this. Here's my reason
Sorry to
why.
offend
No,
anybody.
screw that. Here's the thing. It's a cop out. Not you're fine with your thesis. It's a cop
I put in the
out
work.
for people to say, "Oh, Neil Peart of Rush is who I'm a drummer for." No. I want to hear somebody new that isn't saying that. And I'm so happy you're honest.
Yeah, I mean, I got a lot of influences through myself. My family, not like these guys listen to classic rock and the cool stuff. My family was like country, Shania Twain, whatever.
Yeah.
I got a little bit of that.
You know,
We all have a little bit of that,
not that it's
unfortunately,
bad,
in
it's
our
just
body.
not my cup of tea. So I listened to a lot of Queens of the Stone Age, like just basically Dave Grohl. Like he's an amazing drummer. Everything that he does with Queens of the Stone Age is amazing, and
Everything he touches is freaking
really,
amazing.
yeah,
I can't even deal with it.
Nirvana, all that good stuff. Yeah, basically that.
I
Well,
just asked
there-
you this like the other day.
Yeah. I know, I keep forgetting. Let's see, a lot of yeahs, and also a lot of jazz. I did a lot of jazz band in college and stuff. So it's mostly just about like improvising and just getting to like when I came into this band, it's about feeling what they're doing and just accompanying it and making my part in it and whatnot. So
What's in store? You were talking about the new single.
Yes.
Say that single's name again for me, please.
We aren't going to say what it is just yet.
What? The French. Okay.
I know.
It is unnamed.
We're a tease.
Unnamed single. Yeah, like most chicks. Okay, well then, can you at least give us a timeline of what is in store for the Glass Cavalry?
We are going to release that single on the 28th of December at our show at Plush St. Louis. We'll also have a really cool surprise that I'm not going to give you any more information other than it's another person on stage.
Is anybody getting kicked out of the band? Is there, like,
Everyone.
drama? It's just gonna be you and this other person.
It's actually you and me
It's
now.
me and you. Yes. I always wanted to be in a band.
You can find us at theglasscavalry.com and Facebook, Twitter, spell it the same way. You've got it. Really, if it exists, we have it.
So thank you for tuning into the local produce section. We're gonna try and not die in this elevator at the Fight Club House on Limp. I don't even know what the hell it's called. So thank you for being here with me again and
Thank you.
rescheduling.
Thank you.
Yay, Casey.